Today we are going to test the durability of the Easton Dub USSSA, and we have 3 different dubs, all brand new in wrapper. We have a drop 8, we have a drop 10, and we have a drop 5 right here. So, rumor has it that these are breaking quite a bit, especially in the smaller sizes, like, 28 drop 10, 27 drop 10. First things first, I do want to mention, guys, that you probably shouldn't be buying a $500 bat for your 7 or 8-year-old kid. You're gonna be just fine with like a Marucci Cat 7 or a $100 one-piece alloy. Those do really well in the smaller drop 10 sizes, but I digress, and we are gonna see what happens when we hit a bucket of baseballs with each of these bats. We have the machine throwing only like 50. I'm gonna try to keep all of my exit velos under 90 miles an hour here to try to make this somewhat reasonable. And for our baseball, I literally bought USSSA game balls for the purpose of this video. So we're gonna be hitting, I think we have like 36 of each. So starting with the drop 5, we're gonna hit a whole bucket of these game balls. These are a little harder baseballs than I would typically use in a U-Trip review, but we're swinging very slow here, so let's see. All right, so far so good. Whoa! So 8 swings in, average velo 78, max velo 87. We literally just had a piece of paint fly off the barrel. I swear, I'm not setting this up, guys. But let's see if the other camera can see it better. And that's definitely not a crack as much as it looks like a crack. That is simply just the paint flew off of the bat. And I'm curious to see how that progresses, because we might really just have like some misunderstandings between paint chipping and the bat actually cracking, because that is very clearly just paint. You see the composite carbon fiber underneath that still is all good to go. So I honestly thought, based on my past experience with the Dub, it was all smooth sailing, but I guess it didn't break. It didn't break. We still got to go here. We've got a whole bucket of balls left. I mean, I haven't exceeded 85 miles an hour. Another piece of paint flew off. My early theory is that the paint just sucks. And that these barrel walls are so freaking bouncy that the paint is cracking and everyone thinks their bats are breaking. Because it's very clear this bat's not broken. Oh, huge piece of paint just flew off. They clearly have a quality issue with the paint. And I think that is probably 90% of the issues I'm hearing, because I've literally been hearing like, yo, Will, my Dub broke in 10 swings and I'm 8 years old. This would explain it. Piece of paint came flying off. My bat looks absolutely shattered, but that is merely a top layer of paint. And I mean, that's not a non-issue. I think an umpire could get mad at that and throw your bat out of the game. Very concerning, and I think this is probably, hopefully, a temporary batch production issue. Like, I'm sure Easton has better, more flexible paint that's gonna stay on the bat. I mean, the bat's still performing. These last few swings, I'll even open up a little more. Okay, so let's swing a little harder here, and the way you can really tell if your bat's actually broken versus something dumb like this is you can hear it. If a bat is really broken, like the composite's broken all the way through, you'll hear like a poof almost. Like this, that still has that signature Dub sound. That's 100 miles an hour, no crack at all, we're good. More paint flew off. This is crazy. Oh, so much paint. All right, well, that makes sense why I've had angry parents being like, yo, Will, why is my little kid's Easton Dub breaking? I don't think it's breaking. I think we just have a big paint problem from Easton. So with that said, that felt amazing. Didn't actually break. Let's go to our drop 8. All right, first swing. That was fine. All right, so I was swinging a little too hard there. Well, that was accidentally like upper 90s. The drop 8 feels so good, by the way. I've had this for like 3 weeks now, and I just got the drop 10 and the drop 5. I think this is a recent batch production issue that Easton is having, because 11 or 12 swings in there, absolutely nothing to look at. Just looks amazing. So I'm curious if the drop 10 is going to do the exact same thing. All right, so absolutely letting it rip with the drop 8 I got like 3 weeks ago. Nothing at all. Hitting balls 109, 110, 111, nothing. Yet on my drop 5, I'm hitting balls 84 and the paint can't stay on. All right, so now the drop 10. If the paint cracks on this, it completely confirms our theory that the recent batch of these bats, or maybe at least the recent batch of the drop 5s, has a paint chipping issue. And regardless of what happens here, we'll go back to our drop 5 and see if it is indeed only paint or if it's actually starting to break. I think it's really just the outer layer of paint though. Drop 10, we should know pretty soon here. So I was sitting in the 90s nearly that whole time with a 30-inch, 20-ounce drop 10. And we are absolutely chilling. I would even go as far as to say that is miraculously durable, you know, considering it's not denting either because it's not alloy. For a drop 10 to take, I think I got up to 99 right there. We have like the furthest ends of the spectrum. Just stellar, unbelievable durability and pop for a composite U-trip bat, and the most pathetic Achilles heel of all time. Let's just kind of let it rip for like 15 or 20 swings right on that paint chippage and see if this thing holds up. So here we go. Oh, so much paint flew off right there. That's like 20 more hacks, all over 100, up to 110, hit a ball 440, and we just have a whole bunch of paint flying off of this bat here. Like this whole side of the bat, then we got some there, some over here. So, dude, I'm even wondering if the seam that I had when I originally hit with this bat was purely just the top layer of paint, because this bat clearly isn't broken at all. I mean, it sounds the same, it's hitting the same. They just have a really annoying, very much needs to be addressed cosmetic issue, it seems. So the bad news is that this is really gonna piss people off, and it's obviously very annoying, and a lot of people are gonna think their bat is broken, and a lot of umpires are gonna think these bats are broken. The good news though is that, you know, most of our dubs have been fine. It seems to just be, you know, a batch per batch basis. I'm sure Easton will, you know, obviously swap this out with the warranty. And the other piece of good news is that this is very, very fixable, and it's not a broken bat. So maybe some of you guys are really breaking your dubs. That would surprise me, because I've hit a lot of them very, very hard, and I have not broke one dub yet. It's been suspiciously durable. So Easton, let's get that figured out. The good news, it's not really breaking, but yeah, that's no fun.